ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Many people, when they read in the newspaper that a man who is wearing a Hasidic garb, he wears a long coat, has a beard, and you realize immediately that he belongs to an ultra-Orthodox Jewish group, commits some kind of crime. He cries out and he says, my God, this is a blasphemy somehow. He is negating all the principles that he stands by. You don't feel the same thing about somebody else. Somebody else who is a normal, not normal, I don't want to say normal, that he is not normal, no, but anybody that commits a crime, you have a different feeling. Well, he committed a crime, you should pay for the crime. But yet, when you see a man that is wearing a beard and has this long coat commit something, you feel immediately, my God, he is doing something terrible, worse than somebody else. You know, it also is the same thing in Jewish tradition, for instance. If you know that somebody is a Sabbath observer, he doesn't work on the Sabbath, he goes to the synagogue, he abstains from doing things, he doesn't light a match on the Sabbath, he doesn't watch television on the Sabbath, he doesn't answer the phone on the Sabbath, he's a Sabbath observer. And he also lives by the laws of kashrut. In other words, he refrains from eating all sorts of foods. He's limited to what food he can eat. Somehow you feel that he is also a very moral man. You also feel that he probably doesn't lie. He'll never hit his wife. This man that shows these traits probably observes many other things. He's a very ethical person. And when you see that one of these people commits some kind of error or violation, you feel, my God, this is a blasphemy, because this man somehow represents the tradition, the image of God in this world. And when he does something wrong, it is terrible, more than anybody else. Is that right or not? Well, I don't know. This is a question of visibility. You know, we measure a person's commitment to tradition, to ethics, to morals by some external things that we see, and it isn't always so. I want to tell you something else, you know. Each and every one of us has the image of God. We were created with a soul. We have some kind of spiritual ingredient. And when we disobey the law, when we act in an immoral way, in a certain sense, we are also expressing blasphemy. This is against God himself, because we, in a sense, have godliness within ourselves. So don't point out only those people that you see superficially that observe the law, and therefore they should be different. Each and every one of us has to behave in a certain moral way, because we, just as anybody else, represent God in this world. This is what Jewish tradition teaches. Why did God create one human being in the beginning? To show that no human being is superior to anybody else. We all have the same ancestors. We all come from the same root. Just like God blew into the nostrils of the first man part of his spirit, we have this spirit, each and every one of us. So don't look for those who on the outside supposedly should set an example. Don't look for a senator, for a congressman, that he should set the example in society. Each and every one of us has this responsibility. Remember that for your little child, you are the most important person in this world. In your family circle, you occupy an important position. Your friends look up to you. So regardless of whether you have a long beard and a long coat, remember that your behavior is seen as a reflection of the Spirit of God that should be in you at all times. You are responsible like everybody else.